King Charles was born right here inside Buckingham Palace. When he was 3 years old, he became the heir apparent to the throne and would go on to become one of the hardest working and most visible royals. CBS's Mark Phillips has more now on the new king and the challenges he faces.
Your Majesty, Mummy.
The then Prince Charles at the celebration of the 70th anniversary of his mother's reign. Charles may have been a king in training for more than 7 decades, but he still divides opinion on what sort of king he will be.
I think he'd be a very good king.
The monarchy is going to be a very hard act to follow.
Charles comes to the throne laden with baggage, personal and historic. Personally, he's an eccentric character with aristocratic habits and well-known opinions. On modern architecture, for example, he hates it. He's not a fan of modern industrial farming methods either.
Our current approach will lead to a dead end.
The Queen, from another generation and another time, mastered the art of royal enigma.
The Queen never gave an interview. The Queen never expressed an opinion. He comes with all sorts of baggage.
The country knows the Prince of Wales has opinions. He's had them for as long as most of us can remember.
For Robert Hartman, whose latest book is Queen of Our Times, Charles's opinions have been baked into his persona and are largely vindicated.
I mean, we look back now on his early pronouncements about the environment, about education, that at the time people said, well, hang on, this is quite risky stuff. Now it's mainstream orthodoxies.
Whatever his opinions, Charles also comes to the throne with history. The history of his ugly breakup with Diana and the tragedy which followed. Time has passed, and his marriage to Camilla and her role as his queen consort are now largely accepted. But while the stigma of the Diana story may have faded, it can never be completely erased, especially given the popularity of her son. Robert Lacey is a royal historian.
Much of the world would much rather have King William V than King Charles III.
But the die of history has been cast. King Charles does have one thing going for him. The country has a pretty good idea what it's getting. Mark Phillips, CBS News, London.